Hey yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode on the Wizcraft YouTube channel. That's right guys, the face cam is back. You can see me again. You can see my amazing start to my new studio. It's very red, but it can also be very blue. But as you could probably tell from the thumbnail and the title of this video, we are going to be exploring Minecraft's latest update, the Copper update, and in particular, the latest feature, the Copper Golem. But before we do that, we have a couple of other things we need to accomplish. The first of which is to totally stock up on copper. My plan is to make my copper supply very big and bottomless. So what's the best way to acquire copper in a very efficient manner? Well, I believe it is to go to a trial chamber. So that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna grab one of these ominous bottles, ominous Bad Omen 5. How about that? Let's make it tough. And we are going to head to a trial chamber. A couple of episodes ago, we discovered a new trial chamber, so let's head there with some night vision and strength potions, just because why not? Why make things harder than they need to be when we can make them extremely easy for a gamer of my caliber? You think I got the exact coordinates of that end portal on this little tiny notepad here? Let's see. Okay, 48, 20, 21, 72. Do I need more rockets? Let's grab some more rockets. This will properly determine how many rockets it'll take to get to the end portal in the overworld, if I know exactly where I'm going. Again, I didn't calculate my bearing perfectly here, so I'm actually going the wrong way in the X, like an absolute buffoon. 48, 20, 21, 72. Okay, this isn't too bad on 2 rockets, even with my imperfect flying. Yeah. Should I pop the night vision now? No, I'm probably going to edit this part out of the recording anyway. But I dug into the portal room just like I wanted to. Oh my gosh, guys, it's a 12-eye. Just kidding, I was already here, obviously. Now, can I backwards navigate to the trial chamber? Do I have any torches? I do not. Let's also put the chest plate back on before I accidentally die. Oh, here we go. Alright, trial chamber, we're already here. I already activated that spawner, unfortunately, before I took the ominous bottle, so we're going to have one less chance of getting an ominous key, but I will drink these now. Alright, here we go. Okay, guys. Let's not. Oh, there we go. We activated an ominous spawner that time. Oh, and a bunch. Okay. We're going full ominous mode. Look at that armor. Oh, I finally made it up to the top, and I'm back to the bottom. Alright, we finally finished some spawners. I heard some prizes go off. Okay, golden carrots. And, oh, ominous key. Let's go. That's awesome. Is that the last of them? Yes, okay. Okay, but we got an ominous trial key. That's cool. That's cool. There's an ominous vault right there. Let's save it to the end because we are going to need to explore. Oh, wait, trial lumen lasts an hour 12? I swear my last trial lumen lasted like 10 minutes. I don't know. Maybe things have changed since then because this was like an ominous potion, a Bad Omen potion 5, and when I did the trial chamber back in episode 4, the ominous mode trial chamber in episode 4, the Bad Omen effect potion like didn't even have a level assigned to it, so maybe they made some changes and I just didn't read all the patch notes. But okay, what do we got? Oh my gosh! That's part of the mace, isn't it? That's the heavy core. Is that all I need to craft the mace? Yeah, I can make the mace now. Okay, well, that was a potential benefit of doing this ominous mode trial chamber, was to acquire a heavy core. I wasn't expecting to. Certainly not going to complain about that acquisition. So that wasn't even the main chamber. That was like an upper portion of it. So we didn't enter in the main area. Did I just get a trial key from breaking that? I think so. I didn't know trial keys could be in those jars. Okay, I like this zombie spawner. It's much easier to deal with than the skeletons. Those were a pain with their punch bows. Another ominous key, let's go. And my inventory is very full. Luckily they have a nice garbage can for me right here, so I can dump some of this trash. I do have torches. What am I doing? Okay, anyway. I wonder if this door goes anywhere? This door doesn't go anywhere. Is this just part of the stronghold? Oh my gosh, yeah, this is just stronghold generation interfering with trial chamber generation. What do we get? Oh, potato! Yum yum! Whoa! Whoa! Holy moly! What else is there in this trial chamber? Okay, there's an ominous vault, which I guess I'll go to right now. What do we got? Notch apple, diamonds, diamond chest plate. That is garbage enchant, but still an 8 diamond piece of material. And I've only seen 2 ominous vaults, and where? Oh, right there. Skeletons, my least favorite. And we got steak. That's alright. It keeps going down over here. I don't think I've been this way yet. Bamboo. Actually, I need the blocks right now, so I will trade you 2 granite for your 26 bamboo. Not gonna sleep in a bed. This might be a room. Oh, it's definitely a room. Whoa, okay, we got another spawner. Let's eat a potato. Okay, golden carrots from that one. Oh, ominous key. Very nice. And potato. Okay, I'm not confident that I looted every part of this trial chamber, but I have more than what I wanted to come here for. I have an extra ominous key, trial key, 13 diamonds, notch apple, breeze rods, all the stuff to make a mace right there. So I think it's time to start mining what we really came here for, and that is copper. So yeah, this is just waxed, oxidized copper. Wax block of copper. Turn back to a copper ingot. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of the episode, I think this is the best way to get copper. Just go mining in a trial chamber. I think it has the most densely populated copper blocks of anywhere else in Minecraft. I will keep doing this for a while, then I'll check back in with you guys. Oh, look who it is. It's Pharaoh 501. Well guys, I've been mining for so long that the spawners reset, and we just spawned another wave of skeletons here. So I think after I take out this little group of skeletons, I'm going to call it a day on my mining. As you can see, I have a full inventory of copper blocks, plus I do have some more in my shulker as well, and I'm realizing my carrots are not on my hotbar, so let's eat those before things get a little dicey. Okay. That's all the skeletons, which is great news. I'm not as concerned about the breezes. What do we get? And some steak. Okay, so garbage from that. Yeah, here is what the shulker box looks like after all that mining. Guess I can throw the breeze rods in there. This will take up an inventory spot, so I have 1 inventory slot left. I guess I may as well fill it with more copper blocks. Let's do that. Now all I can pick up is copper blocks. And after I've had my share, I will get out of here and head back to the base. And 3, 2, 1, and that completes the stack. Let's head home. Alright, back at the portal here, heading into the end. Oh, we might see some end flashes. The new update also added flashes of light in the end sky, but I guess it's not. Oh! There's one. Alright, look at that. Our first end flash. Incredible. And this should take me back home. Yep, perfect. Glad I didn't sleep in that bed in the trial chamber. Let's check out the spoils here. This was our copper supply before. All of this is basically equivalent to that. Let's see here. Over 9 stacks plus whatever's in my shulker box, which is 3 more stacks of the regular old waxed copper block. And then for the waxed oxidized copper, we'll put that there. And then we got some of these non-standard, oh, plus these 3 blocks. The non-standard blocks, we'll put them down here. Oh, Pharaoh must be sleeping. My man. And by Pharaoh, of course, I mean Robert Moonwalker, my man. Alright, so that is the copper haul from that copper mining expedition. 11 stacks of waxed blocks of copper, and 9 plus 5, 14 stacks of the waxed oxidized copper blocks. And for the rest of these items, I will take them out of the shulker box so I can sort them manually still at this point. Kind of a garbage diamond chest plate, honestly. All these chest plates kind of have garbage enchants. So I think I'm just going to disenchant them all. But you know, before I do that, I think it would be more efficient to do this other thing I planned to do at the very beginning of this episode. But I forgot because I went straight into my trial chamber. So it is finally time that I repair my bow. And I need to check how many levels this is going to take to do. Oh, only 5. For whatever reason, I thought that was going to be way more expensive. So it only costs 5 levels, but to make the most use out of my 60 levels, first I am going to do some enchanting. I thought about making some more diamond tools and enchanting the diamond tools, but now that I have my netherite gear, if I make diamond tools, I'll have to convert them to netherite before I'll be able to use those enchants for anything on my netherite gear. So I think I'm just going to enchant books. That way, if I get anything that I really want, I can just slap it right on my netherite gear. What could I possibly benefit from? I could benefit from some feather falling, but really I could also benefit from sharpness 4 because my sword isn't even a sharpness 5 sword. My pickaxe isn't even an efficiency 5 pickaxe. Multi-shot, I think that's... oh, looting 3. That's probably better because I think multi-shot's just for the crossbow, and I'm probably never going to use a crossbow because I'm stuck in my ways of liking the regular bow. Density, I think that's for the trident. Efficiency 4, nice. Fire aspect, ooh, my sword needs that. I'll probably slap that on my sword. Sharp 3, wow, that is garbage for a level 30 enchant. Sharp 3 again? Well, now I can make those sharp 4 and put them on my sword. Okay. Now I gotta look up the probability of getting sharp 3 times in a row in a book enchant. Okay, now that I'm level 27, I can start doing some of these thingy-mabobbers. So sharp 3, I'll turn that to sharp 4, and I'll put that on my sword for 9 levels. So I'll have a sharp 5, looting 3, a mending sword. Then fire aspect, I'll pop that on the sword as well. Netherite sword, sharp 5, fire aspect 1, looting 3. I sat here thinking about what to name my sword for so long that now it's nighttime and raining. Then, let's see, now we have 4 levels left, which means I can get some value from disenchanting one of these chest plates. Oh, how did I get so close to level 5, but not get to level 5? That's bonkers. That's bananas. I don't even want this. Oh, I'm gonna need 6 levels, aren't I? If I want to rename this. Will I get enough from disenchanting these other 2 diamond chest plates? Most certainly not. Oh my gosh, holy smokes, Prot 3 was worth so much XP. Now I can rename this Wumbo Bow. Now we got the Wumbo Bow and the Swizzard. Went from level 60 all the way down to 0. Okay, next item on the agenda, which wasn't on the original agenda but made its way onto the agenda when I got lucky and acquired the heavy core, is craft the mace. That is making lots of progress towards the... Collect one of every item. That was one of the items I was worried about on the collect every item quest. I knew it wouldn't be that bad, but it was one that I wouldn't be able to like control as much as I can control some of the other items. So that's nice to have that one out of the way. Now, the next item on the agenda is mass produce the other item required for the copper golem, and that is pumpkins. I currently have a very limited pumpkin supply, and I think it's time we change that. And a while ago, I flattened out this spot over here next to the town hall because this is where I plan on building my pumpkin and melon farms. If I start over here, I'll be closer to them more often and they'll grow better, so I'll put them over here. But then I'm limiting myself with how much room I have to make like a path this way if I want to put anything on the left side of the path. So I'm going to start over here. It's been decided right now that we are going to start over here. And I think to get this ball rolling a little bit faster, I will burn some bone meal. Wow, that is a really small hitbox. Oh, look at that. Grew instantly. Alright, just like that, all of the farmland has been tilled. Now I just need to actually plant all of the pumpkin crops because I don't actually have enough seeds. So I think my newly defined goal for today, where I'll be happy with the completion stage of my pumpkin farm, will be when I have all of this farmland filled with pumpkin seeds. It doesn't need to be fully grown stems like those ones over there, but I do want to see a plant in each of these dirt blocks. So I think I might have to do some AFKing here while I wait for the pumpkins to grow. Alright, I've returned from my AFK here just as the sun was setting. I was hoping to see more pumpkins grown, but I also knew nighttime was coming, so I didn't want to spend too many minutes away there in my exposed position.
A few minutes later.
Alright, I think these 28 seeds will be enough. And there we go, 10 to spare. Alright, now every pumpkin I harvest from here on out will be put directly towards a copper golem. Okay, so we have 3 carved pumpkins already. I have shears, but I've already committed to making some new shears. I will turn these into carved pumpkins. Alright guys, we got some big moments coming up here. Run this test for the first time right here. Are you guys ready for the first ever copper golem? Moment of truth. Oh, look at the little copper golem. Oh, there's nothing in there, buddy. I know. Exciting, huh? Did you exploring the world, taking your first steps? Yeah, hello there. There we go. Now we got 2 copper golems. Wow, look at them. So in sync. Alright, so we have copper golems. Now, I fear that they are not going to be able to work at all with this current warehouse design, because I don't know if they're going to be able to reach these chests. They're pretty short, and the lowest level of the storage in this warehouse is barrels, and I don't think they operate with barrels. But I suppose we can run a test. So let's test. Why not do the first test on something fun like a diamond? Alright. If I throw 9 diamonds in this chest. Oh, he quickly went in there. He knew what he wanted. He got him. Oh, he can reach that layer. Okay. That's cool. Look at you, you already found it. Good job. Yeah. Put the diamonds in there. Aw. That is better than nothing. I don't think they're going to be able to reach up here. Like, if I were to try this with emeralds, I think we're going to be out of luck. Oh, he's looking over there. Oh, crap. He's going to put them in there because he'll put an item in an empty chest. Okay. They will only put items in a chest if that chest already has that item, or if it's an empty chest. It's possible to design a storage system with these guys in mind so that it's efficient and they can quickly sort your items. This system, this warehouse, was not built with copper golems in mind. So obviously this system will need some redesigning. This whole warehouse will need redesigned if I want to use copper golems to sort my items. So they're very cute, but unfortunately not extremely functional for the current warehouse design. But I am going to make 4 more just for fun, and I think these will already start oxidized. Yeah. Alright, so this will spawn us some oxidized copper golems and oxidized copper chests. And then eventually, they'll turn into their statues, and these oxidized golems will have a shorter time to turn into the statue, which is something that'll be fun, and that process will go faster since these blocks are already oxidized. Oh, look at that. He already turned into a statue. I thought they were gonna last quite a bit longer than that. I guess these guys have a very short lifespan once they reach the fully oxidized state. 4 copper golem statues. How about that? So if I place these, then grab the shears. And did they already statue? They did. They turned into statues so fast. Okay, now I think if I go like this though, now he's still a statue. Oh no, okay. So basically I can use the oxidized blocks to make these statues more quickly, and then really I can turn them into any color statue that I want by right-clicking them with my axe, or turning them all the way back into a functioning golem by right-clicking them one more time. Alrighty guys, well that was everything on the agenda. Oh, I was about to say that's everything on the agenda, but a wandering trader just showed up. Where are you? There we are. Okay. What do you have for me? A whole lot of nothing. Alright, that is everything on the agenda for today. So let's head over to the Statue of Wizardry to wrap things up. And the 23rd Wizard of the Week is Matthew Geisler-X3T for his comment on last episode where he left the timestamp 309 and quoting me, talking about having to find my bearing, parentheses, don't mind the ocean monument right next to me. I was so caught up in like what my launch angle was, you know, my bearing east of north, that I literally didn't realize I flew right over the ocean monument that my bearing was set towards. So my bearing was in fact correct. It was perfect. And I guess I just wasn't looking as hard as I should have been. And great job, Matt, for realizing that in the video itself, because it was only like a split second in the video where you could see it based on the way I edited my video. In the unedited version, which I think I'll be playing right now as I talk over this, it's so obvious. I mean, it's in frame for multiple seconds, and it's just, I flew right over it. So, you know, this is a great full circle moment, because I remember 10 years ago commenting on YouTubers' videos when they missed something so obvious, and now that's happening to me. But as always, in future videos, if you ever see something like that, something super obvious that I miss, obvious is probably the wrong word even, you know. If you guys see something in the video that I missed, whether it be obvious or, you know, out of the corner of the screen that I didn't see it, but it was something cool that I should go back to, absolutely drop that in the comments and you'll probably be a Wizard of the Week. So that is going to do it for this episode. We have the copper golems now, and there are plenty of other copper features to explore. All new kinds of copper decor, which I'm sure I will use eventually. I don't have any immediate plans to use all the new copper decorative items. But now that there are all those extra copper decorative items that also oxidize over time, it's going to increase the value of the wax or the honeycombs. So I will probably be getting bees very soon, and I think I might even try to do that next episode. So I will wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you made it this far in the video, drop the word oxidized in the comment section to let me know that you made it to the end. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.